Hortatory exposition text, definition, generic structures, purposes, language features. Hello everybody, hortatory exposition text. Do you ever read an article and in the article section there is an invitation to do something? Surely in that time you are reading an example of text belong to hortatory exposition text. Exposition, why the word is same with analytical exposition? Yup, hortatory exposition and analytical exposition are texts that belong to one class, but they are different. Well, to understand more about what is hortatory exposition text and how to create this kind of text and what are the similarities and differences with the analytical exposition text, well, on this occasion, we'll try to present an explanation of hortatory exposition text. I hope it will be useful. Check this out. Definition of hortatory exposition. As analytical exposition text, hortatory exposition text is a kind of English text that belongs to the argumentative text. Hortatory exposition is a type of English text which represents the author's attempt to influence the reader to do something or act in a particular way. In hortatory exposition text, the authors give some opinions about certain things to reinforce the main idea of the text. Unlike analytical exposition text, hortatory exposition text presents some recommendation in the end of paragraph of hortatory exposition text. In this recommendation, the author tries to invite and persuade the reader to do something. This is very different from the analytical exposition, which puts reiteration or rewrites the main idea of the text as the closing of the text without invitation or recommendation. Here, I will present definition of hortatory exposition text, and that usually mentions in the Indonesian English books. Hortatory exposition is a text which represents the attempt of the writer to have a tendency to do something or act in a certain way. That is the simple definition of hortatory exposition text. If you are still difficult to understand this text, let's look at the generic structure and language feature. Generic structure of hortatory exposition. Thesis. The writer's point of view about the topic discussed. Arguments. Series of arguments which strengthen the thesis stated before. Recommendation. The writer gives recommendation to the reader. Purpose of hortatory exposition. Hortatory exposition is used to persuade the reader or listener that something should or should not be the case or be done. Language feature of hortatory exposition. Number 1, simple present tense. And number 2, there are several arguments that begin with firstly, secondly, thirdly. Number 3, it contains recommendation that begins with in my opinion, it's better. I think should. I think should be. For this reason, should. So why students should eat breakfast every day? This is the title that we are going to be explained and as the explanation of hortatory exposition. A lot of people, especially young people, go through the day without having breakfast. Many people believe that it is not necessary, or they say that they don't have time for that and begin their day with no meal. I believe that everyone should eat breakfast before going to their activities. The purpose of this paper is to show the importance of breakfast, especially for students. The first reason why you should eat breakfast before going to school is for your health. When you skip breakfast and go to school, you are looking for disease because it's not healthy to have an empty stomach all day long. It's very important to have a meal and not to let your stomach work empty. All you are going to get is gastritis and a lot of problems with your health if you don't eat breakfast. Another reason for eating breakfast is because you need good to do well in your classes. Your body and your brain are not going to function as good as they could because you have no energy and no strength. When you try to learn something and have nothing in your stomach, you are going to have a lot of trouble succeeding. A lot of people think that they should not eat because they are going to feel tired. But that's not true. Breakfast is a very big meal, and on the contrary, you're going to feel tired if you don't have breakfast because you have spent the entire previous night without food. The last reason to have breakfast every day is because you can avoid diseases if you can eat some breakfast in the morning. If you don't eat, you are going to get sick, and these diseases will have a stronger effect on you because you're going to get sick easier than people who have breakfast every day. You have to realize that breakfast is the most important thing of the day, and you cannot skip it without consequences for your health, your school, and your defense mechanism. It is better to wake up earlier and have a good breakfast than run to school without eating anything. It is time for you to do something for your health, and eating breakfast is the better way to start your day.